didn't wait for her to say yes.
Now
I thought, sorry.
to your camera.
Hello, and welcome to your Aunties Could Never Halloween special. Woo!
Okay.
Special. Guys, welcome. How are you all?
Yeah, I'm good.
Happy
Yeah,
Halloween,
good.
as I say.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Ah.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Is that
Oh, I didn't know. I'm
Really?
fine.
I'm fine.
my whole anthem? Guys, as you can see, thank you for whoever suggested it. You guys,
Ooh, already. Okay.
What
So,
happened?
Dammy J is saying, I can see Lauryn Hill and
Mhm.
Nicki Minaj.
oh, well done, Dammy.
Okay.
You got 2 to go.
Lovely.
I feel like a very good fly girl.
Well done.
Okay, all right. So Glenn Himes says MJB.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got another.
There's one more. To
One
guess,
more
guys.
to get.
You know, we're all together. It's like
So
we're
we're
in
unity.
unity.
In UNITY.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. What's the line
I
after
know.
that?
Who are you calling a
Oh, is it?
Is it?
I actually don't know.
girl? Let them know.
UNITY.
T-Y, that's a
UNITY.
I like the bit in the end. The bit in the back was like, who are you calling a bitch?
Okay.
Oh.
She jumped to that.
Okay, Dammy has come back and
Right,
has
we
said,
gave you a big clue.
Queen left
You got some hip hop and soul legends in the house today.
For Halloween, happy Halloween.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Halloween.
If you celebrate or not.
Do
or
you not?
just-
Do you not?
No.
Emily?
Well, it's my grand's birthday, or it would have been her birthday, so
Oh, wow.
I'll celebrate
Today.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Actually,
Oh, okay.
Halloween.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Birthday, Nan.
yes. I do have a happy birthday.
Mm.
I have a happy birthday for my goddaughter Monet. She is
Oh.
25 today.
Wow.
I'm
Oh.
also supposed to be at her gathering, but I'm doing this. So happy birthday, Monet. Love you loads. Mwah.
Yay.
Oh, happy birthday,
love
Monet!
that.
It's
Happy
Scorpio
birthday.
Are you,
season.
Since we're doing birthdays, happy birthday to Beverly. It's her birthday today.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
Beverly,
Beverly!
you are
Scorpio
welcome.
season.
You
Gang,
know?
gang. Bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop, bloop. And a pre-happy birthday to myself coming up in a couple of weeks.
Just wait.
It's Scorpio season.
I mean, we're probably going to be
Do you know what I
on,
mean?
isn't it?
Should just-
It's
just-
not about
I'm
you. Just
allowed.
wait.
Chill,
No, you're not.
Winston.
I'm
I mean,
allowed.
she can be
It's a pre-empt
It's
my
actually
birthday.
not okay
She can
to
be
do a
excited.
birthday before your birthday.
No, she can be excited. She
That's
can
what
say
I was
like,
excited for my upcoming birthday.
wrong?
Well, you
It's
said-
actually
you
not
said
okay.
pre-birthday.
Yeah, pre-birthday
Birthdays, yeah.
celebrations are not okay.
What about half
In
birthdays?
whose-
Don't you do that?
In whose
birthday.
in whose
You're not
Yeah.
supposed
culture?
to
6
celebrate a
months.
birthday.
By whose
Because,
culture? Well,
like-
I'm saying I'm excited for my upcoming
No,
birthday.
you seem quite stern on this. Where
Yes.
did this come from?
It's
No,
like-
it's
it's
like
like
a
a spiritual
standard.
thing.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to preempt your birthday.
okay.
Because something bad might happen.
Yeah, so you may not get there, but you don't like, especially if it's somebody's birthday, you don't say my birthday's coming.
Oh, if it's someone else's.
If
That's-
it's somebody else's birthday, you don't say my birthday's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
Like
Is that 'cause
literally.
it's taking
That's
the shine?
that's
No, but I'm not trying
Normal
to take
thingies.
shine. I'm more like I'm excited because mine's coming up soon. So you're not allowed to say that.
No.
Can't you say that though? My birthday's coming up soon.
You're saying happy birthday to somebody's birthday that it is now. You
Oh, no,
don't
that I
preempt
get.
your
Yeah.
birthday.
That I
That's-
get.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right,
Yeah,
Lauren.
just, you know.
That was the education.
The etiquette.
of Lauryn Hill.
I feel like it's a
We just
miseducation.
got some birthday
Miseducation of
etiquette.
Queen Latifah.
But
Serious.
that's what it is. Birthday etiquette.
Mm.
That okay. So I wasn't doing. To be fair, I thought we happy birthday everybody. Oh, I'm excited. My birthday's coming up too because Scorpio season as well. Gang, gang. You're literally giving me stares.
Good, you've done it again.
No,
but okay.
Oh, I feel sad now. I feel there's a
You feel
lack of
saddened.
unity in the
Okay.
camp. Hey guys,
Man,
anyway,
that's
welcome.
the X factor.
What?
She
Did I miss
made
something?
She made a dad joke.
Oh,
It's the
really?
X factor.
Oh,
She said she felt sad.
because it could all be so simple, but you rather make it sad. Loving you is like a battle.
I'm stumped
I thought
now.
someone else was going to take the next lap, but go
Sorry,
on.
I have.
It's fine.
Oh my god, my hair is looking madder. Was like, what happened? It
You're
actually-
in the-
you
you
know,
know,
it's like
really
brilliantly
well.
bad. Like, it's
MTV
brilliantly
Uncut-
bad.
Unplugged.
Yeah.
Where's your guitar? You should have got
Yeah,
a
you should have
guitar.
got a guitar.
Seriously,
Well, I
yeah.
don't actually have a guitar.
You did
But
very
if
well.
everybody
He
would
did,
like to.
He did. Well done.
Come
Well done.
on my way.
I mean, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
No?
No, never.
What the hell?
I'll interlude with other songs as we're going along. So
No,
this will be
don't.
I mean,
Lauren
Please
Uncut.
don't.
Guys,
Uncut and
Um,
Unhinged.
No more drama.
No more drama, no more pain.
No more pain.
Oh my god.
And that's the 411.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
Okay, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We need you to DM us your dilemmas. By the way, we've got Aunties Know Best coming up later, so don't forget to DM us your dilemmas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
So just let's get into it. Who's our enemy or progress, and who are we welcoming to the family this week?
First one. What's the first?
Well, I know this one is like Shada, you were saying that Kylie Jenner is getting a bit messy.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Kylie Jenner, mate, this girl, and she is a girl. She's a very young girl.
Nah, she's a woman now.
How old is she?
Ain't Kylie like 26
She
now?
got 2 babies.
Yeah, she's
She a
26.
woman.
Yeah.
No, she's a
Yeah.
woman. She's a
Okay,
rich woman.
cool. All right, fine. This woman, this very privileged woman, she has now decided to create a clothing line called Kai. And yeah, she's been called out for robbing someone's designs. She's got allegations against her now. I don't even know. I don't know where it's gonna go, but this is like Kardashian, Jenner, like staple on form. This is what they're kind of known for, isn't it? Doing
Yeah.
these types of
Yeah.
things. So yeah, that's my enemy of progress. I'm shoving her in the room again.
Let it yet again.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
think that's a good one.
I think that's a good one. And we've got the Peckham shop. You know, I mean, I don't know if this is an appropriate title, that the guy that's called now known as the Peckham Strangler,
He
but
is.
they've renamed their store Kings and Queens to really appease
With a
the
very
protesting-
cheap banner on the front
Yeah.
of it.
like
Mm.
I made it at print.com.
yeah.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean-
I don't know what that shop is. Oh, it's gone. It's now Kings and Queens. Let me go in there. No,
Yeah.
you can go in the bin.
I heard that it actually has exactly the same staff in there as well. So
course.
like nothing has changed. But also, did you see that? I think it was maybe 3 days ago, somebody threw a firework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
inside. I
Mm.
totally believe he paid that person to do the firework for insurance purposes.
Oh my gosh.
I think that the shop needs to be investigated by the authorities. I think Lambeth
Mm.
Council or Southwark, whichever one it is for Peckham, needs to look at what's going on in there. They probably have lightning creams,
Yeah.
like
You know
all of
they
that
do.
shit.
Yeah. Which they can
definitely.
lose their
100%.
license
Yeah.
for. So
Yeah.
they should definitely do that.
no more Kings and
expeditiously.
Queens, guys. Just pull that banner down. It's rude. It's insulting. Who
Mm.
watched the boxing?
No, but I heard
I didn't
about
watch it.
But the
Yeah.
Simpsons strikes again, from what I saw.
Oh, for
really?
For
real?
real, for real.
Again.
Really?
For real. So for real. They had
Okay.
like Homer
Yeah.
getting beaten up basically and losing, like apparently losing and then being declared the winner against the black
Mm.
fighter. I don't know what episode.
Okay.
The Simpsons strike
Oh,
again.
man.
I know.
I've seen more and more debates on whether, like, they're saying that on points Tyson Fury would have won.
He got
But
knocked out though.
Would
Or
have
knocked
won.
down.
He did win.
I mean, sorry, my bad. On points, no, that I'm saying that people are debating whether or not he won or not. Like, because he got knocked down, he shouldn't have won. I can't remember the guy's name, unfortunately, I didn't write it down. The guy that he lost
Sorry,
to.
it was quite
They
long.
won
I think
against-
it's like Francis. Oh, I don't know. It's Francis something.
So people are saying that if, regardless of what you think, he would have won anyway, because on points Tyson really did win. It wasn't, the other guy wasn't robbed, but other people are saying he was robbed.
I don't believe it for a second. For one, like Mike Tyson getting involved and saying that the Francis dude is the champ.
Wow.
Mike don't get involved
No,
in
he
stuff
doesn't.
like that.
Okay,
Mm.
I haven't
And
seen that.
also, it's like there is somebody was saying after a while you saw a part of the cabal, the boxing cabal,
Mhm.
went over to Tyson Fury and actually said to him, "You got this." So it's dodgy. The Fury family are so important, and also it's
Dude.
like, but it's
Boxing.
like they're boxing royalty, like they're proper legacy family. And this guy is so new,
Yeah.
off the block. You know, they make you earn your stripes, and you also have to pay your dues. I think they were like, "You're not going to get all the belts in one go. Like, you're not going to
Mm.
get that." But everybody else is saying that the black dude won.
Yeah, his name's Francis Ngannou, so you're right, Francis.
Francis Ngannou. He won.
Boy. So whose enemy of progress is
Francis,
No, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury and the cabal.
the Boxing Federation cabal. My huge enemies of progress is anyone who donated to the GoFundMe to the two sacked police officers who basically pulled over the athletes, Bianca Williams and her partner Ricardo dos Santos. They were pulled over, racial profiling. They've said that they smoked weed. There was no weed. These are athletes who don't smoke, never smoked. And they were sacked. These guys are called, what's their names? Ex-constable Jonathan Clapham and Sam Franks. So they've been sacked. For once, some justice has been done, but now people are gathering around because of times of austerity to support their family and have actually raised around 100 grand for these guys.
I saw a comment that money should be rerouted for the victims.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what they really should do.
They should shut. It's just giving, not GoFundMe. So it's Just Giving crowdfunding page. It needs to be taken down, and as you said, the money rerouted.
So Just Giving. So I don't get it. So people are sending money to these two police.
Yeah, you know, like when you raise it.
No, it is what you think it is.
Exactly
So, like, so, oh my God, you can carry on living.
Yeah,
like that type.
To take care of them and their family in times of austerity.
Yeah. Over here, I know Americans do that. I didn't know we did that.
Yeah. They're feeling sorry for these two sacked police officers.
Ridiculous.
I mean, that ain't going to get you very far, though. Like,
In this
if it stops around 100 grand between two people, 50K, you're going to need to go and find a job ASAP. Like,
But they don't need help.
No.
They did what they did.
It's the message that it sends, isn't it? Ultimately, it's just that you've done wrong. You've been caught for doing wrong. You're now convicted, I guess, or
I don't know what's going to happen to them.
They're sacked. You've had a consequence, and people are like, "Oh, don't mind that. You know, here's some money."
You're
like,
being rewarded.
It sends the wrong message. Really.
Gross.
So yeah, they're definitely enemies of progress.
I don't have any other enemies. I think I kind of covered it.
Anyone you want to
I've
welcome?
got a slight welcome, and it's slight.
Go on.
Okay.
I have a slight welcome, and it's Offset. Because lately, Offset has been giving me a little bit of joke.
Yeah, me too.
In his, you know, I've been appreciating, like, he's been through some very difficult times, obviously, with the passing of Takeoff. But he seems to be coming through as best he can and enjoying life and just understanding what means a lot to him. And I just appreciate how much of a Michael Jackson fan he is. And I literally didn't pay any attention to him or how much he is in love with Michael Jackson until recently. And it's like every time he goes out, he's just like Michael Jackson. And now I'm like, oh my God, I see it. He's got the jacket, he's got the gloves, he's got the trousers, he's got everything. He even posted a picture recently, like with the Michael Jackson baseball jacket. It's just, he's a massive fan, and I find it hilarious. The more I listen to him, I'm like, oh, actually quite funny.
I'm enjoying him. He's showing kind of black boy joy.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I quite like that.
Yeah. Like he did a
if you-
sleepover a few weeks ago with some YouTubers.
Kai, was his name
That's
Kai?
Kai Sanat.
And he just seemed to be really enjoying himself and let himself go. And then I appreciate it as well, even though I hate that he went on this girl's podcast.
Oh,
Who?
Bobby.
That's it. I kind of appreciate how he dealt with her on the podcast.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. That dry girl.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was like, no, my people didn't call you.
Yeah. No, he called her out.
Yeah,
She couldn't handle it.
She couldn't.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what is annoying about her is that she is like carbon copy of media,
Yes.
which I don't like anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want more of it.
I feel like I want to throw Amelia in the bin slightly. I
Yes.
can't remember who she interviewed this week or the last couple of weeks, and I'm just like, ugh, again.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to throw her slightly.
We've done immediately. Like, she's thoroughly in there
in there.
always.
She's
Yeah.
like,
You know,
yeah.
his name has gone out of my head. Funny Marco.
Yes,
That Bobby actually
Yeah.
totally rips off, and
Yes.
sometimes they have the same people back to back as
Yeah.
well. Like I'm more. So I'm glad it's a partial thing for Offset, and he did well with her.
Yeah.
But I would really prefer that all of the rappers and singers and any black person just avoids these
Yeah.
guys.
Yes, exactly.
Big up somebody else, because it actually isn't like you're giving them a huge platform,
Yeah.
and actually their rhetoric is steeped in racism.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
I think we need to move past that. It's actually not okay.
Yeah.
American, British, whatever, like it's not
Yeah.
okay.
Standard. My welcome to the family is Guy Reed Bailey, OBE. He was a campaigner who sparked the Bristol boycotts back in 1963, and he was honoured at the Daily Mirror Pride of Britain Awards. Sir Trevor MacDonald gave him his award, and
I
it's just
saw
picking
that,
up the old school legends that paved the way for us today in that kind of sense. So yeah, Guy Reed Bailey, he got his award this week. So welcoming
I have another partial.
Welcome
to the family. They're partials because they've been
no.
problematic, and we need
no.
apologies from them as well. But I do think Wiley and Dizzy getting together on stage in Dubai is huge for the culture. And so that should be an invitation to a cookout to be a part of the family.
They're in
partially.
the garden with Offset. They're not in the house yet.
Yes,
They're just like, just on the fence.
Got work to do.
This is sounding very problematic.
No,
They're in the garden doing work.
I didn't say,
They're not allowed in the house.
I never said field. I said garden.
I'm just saying it's a partial. You know what? It's a pat on the back. Well done for what you did, because that sends messages out to young people who follow you guys, who are part of that. You know, you're influential. That you two can bury whatever it was that was the beef, or like flipping 15 years beef.
And it was deep.
You can come back together. Yeah, that's huge. So for that, it is a round of applause. Welcome to the family, partially.
Let's welcome to the family Eddie Caddy.
Oh, Eddie!
For representing on Strictly.
Eddie, well done.
Yeah,
he did well.
We do love Eddie.
Eddie, we need you on the show, man.
We do.
We
actually do.
Yeah, we love Eddie Caddy. Well done representing, and it's nice.
Love it.
All right. Let's get into what have we heard in these.
We're not doing a game. I have a whole themed game.
Yeah.
We do have a game. Sorry, I hadn't.
Just like
the reordering.
Oh, by the way, sorry, meant to excel. Big up. Says that Mike Tyson was his trainer, was Francis's trainer. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna.
Mike is doing the thing.
Yeah.
The guy won. Yeah, he's found another brew.
Well done, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this quiz is called "How Well Do You Know Yourself?"
Flip.
Not at all. Not at all.
Hold on. Oh
in
God,
life
you guys
and in
never
character.
Let me finish talking.
Go on.
It's not against
The
you.
character you're in.
Yes, that's what we're saying. Not at all.
How well do you know yourself?
Yeah,
go on.
totally understood.
And we're
it.
going to start with you, Nikki.
Okay, hey. I don't understand Sade or Nikki.
That's very Nikki of you. Am I speaking to anyway?
Yeah,
I might give something away. So, then ask you 3 questions. 3.
Watch your mouth.
Right? So, Nikki, what is your real name?
Onika something.
I'm going to give you multiple questions.
Okay. Multiple choice.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, Onika Minaj, Onika Minaj.
Whoa.
The third one.
Correct.
Thank you.
Nikki,
you're welcome.
Where are you originally from? Again, it's multiple choice. Cuba, USA, Trinidad and Tobago, Bahamas.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, girl.
I heard an accent come through.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but it was all right. It was quite good.
It was there in the realms.
You gave spice.
You did. Nikki, what is your alter ego? Is it Nini, Roman, Nikki, or Nicole?
That's Roman.
All right, well done. So at the end of that round, Nikki has 3 out of the 3.
What was that?
Nikki has 3 out of the 3.
Thank you.
That's what you had to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do know these ones.
Okay.
I was scared because I really don't know.
No. Next to Lauren, it's you. You ready, Lauren?
Let's go.
Okay. Lauren.
Scared.
All right,
Dying.
Lauren.
Yeah.
In which song do you sing "As Painful as This Has Been"? I just can't be with no one else.
Oh my God.
Is it Everything is Everything, Do Wop, When It Hurts So Bad, or X Factor?
You know, I've probably used those lyrics bare times, but I think it is When It Hurts So Bad or Do What.
No,
You should go through them.
No, Lauren.
No,
it was
but
X Factor.
To be fair, Lauren didn't write most of the lyrics, did it? So how would she know?
Sacrilege. How dare
That
you?
is so very Nikki of you.
That is very Nick of you.
I wrote loads.
Okay, wait. Right, next question, Lauren. When
You're
you
making
were
me
in the Fugees, when you were in the Fugees, what was your nickname? Was it Little Nip, El Boogie, Hot Spitter, or Queen Bee?
By who? Who gave me this?
No,
nickname?
don't try my time.
No, Lauren, come on. Do you need them again?
I want to get extra points.
Wait, I will throw it out in a minute.
No.
Because you answered, you gave the question away, the answer away, before I even had time to say anything.
Can I hear my nicknames again, please?
Lil Nip, L Boogie, Hot Spitter, Queen B.
I think it was Little Boogie.
No.
L Boogie.
Lauren, I'm gonna give you that. You're going through shit, don't I? Like,
And this is what I'm saying. It's been hard,
I'm gonna give it to you.
Hard
Right.
time.
Last one, Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren, how many Grammys did you win for your one and only solo
I
album?
was robbed bare times, but okay, let me hear.
Oh my
Was
gosh.
it none, 11, 1, or 5?
5.
Well done, Lauren.
Good
Out of
girl.
that round, you get 2.
What's
Latifah.
Latifa.
Okay. So, Latifah, what was your first album called? Was it Can I go through them before you answer?
I just went, oh, I
Okay,
didn't even answer.
That was
You know,
a
you have a
rapid
tendency.
response.
Okay, wait. Okay. So, All Hail the Queen, Tales of the Night, Viva Sita, The New.
All hail the Queen.
Well done, Queen.
Oh,
Queen.
Call it a bitch.
In 1996, what film did you star in, which was a blockbuster, alongside of Kimberly Elise? What is it?
Yeah,
easy,
it's
though.
easy.
Are we gonna be
No,
multiple
not
choice?
this one. Just
Say it off.
why don't you sing the
Well
song?
done,
I wanted. Which say it
For
off?
an extra point.
Which song?
The theme tune.
Just say it off.
anyway.
No,
next
nor do I.
question.
Isn't it in Vogue?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
Let me tell
oh,
you.
oh, but you didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
No, she didn't know. No, she
Oh.
didn't
No,
know.
she didn't know. I
I was
knew.
super
Yeah.
excited thinking that she
Yeah.
knew something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway.
Can you get
Let
that excited about me, please?
Yeah, but I expect it.
I
of
know I'm
you.
a high achiever, but that's
You
not
are.
fair.
Anyway, let's get back to the quiz. So,
I'm
Latifah,
sorry, you got another.
Latifah, what is your real name? Is
Oh.
it Becky? Is it Dana? Is it Hannah?
Dana.
Or is it Favor?
Dana.
Well done, Queen. So at the end of that round, you two are on 3. Now, do you want a thingy question?
A tiebreaker.
A tiebreaker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
You're out, by the way, Lauren. Okay. Tiebreaker question. So the tiebreaker question is about me,
Okay.
Mary. Okay,
Oh God, that's gonna be hard.
it really isn't.
Mary.
So, what title was bestowed upon Mary after selling 2 million copies of her What's the 411 album?
The Queen of Hip Hop.
Was it? Oh, were we? I didn't know that. Were we
She's
going
the
to
first
buzz?
person that answers.
I didn't know that, and I was about to
Okay,
say.
well,
That's
there's
fine.
one
It's fine.
more.
It's fine.
There's
It's
one.
fine.
She won, man.
There's 2 more.
That's fine.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, I
We're done.
won.
Yeah,
That's
she
fine,
won.
that's
Okay,
fine.
She got it. She got it.
Thank
All right,
you.
fine.
Blah, blah, blah,
You
blah,
gave
blah.
up.
Thank you.
No, it was like I didn't know that, but it's fine.
This is what I'm saying. I won fair and square. And there's
did
no
good.
fanfare.
You did
I
win.
gave you a
Thank you.
blah, 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 blah.
wait.
I lost to you. I
Okay,
can't
cool.
give fanfare.
Fanfare, please.
Real winner.
Thank you.
You're looking at the winner.
Thanks.
In unity, because the sisters of hip hop. Well done.
We've all won today.
We've all won today.
Yeah.
UNITY.
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 Lovely.
Mary, that's not being
I'm
unified.
going down.
Going down.
Listening to you.
I freaking love that song so
Yeah,
much.
so
That
do
song
I.
That's my
reminds me-
karaoke
That
song,
song
you know.
reminds me of an ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
Oh,
is
no.
it?
You were there. Of the ex-boyfriend,
Oh,
and
gosh,
I
yes.
found him doing stuff.
Going down.
What, going down?
No. of course
Oh,
not.
I mean, that would be the thing.
I see where you went. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does make
I-
sense. No. That's
All right,
not
guys,
what
let's get
happened.
into it. We
Mm.
talked about Halloween, but did you guys like look at all the celebrity Halloween outfits?
No.
There was a
Oh.
couple. Did you see Winnie
Harlow as-
yeah, as Kat, the
She did
comedian.
so good.
Oh my God, I did not see
serious?
that.
Yeah, it was really
Brilliant.
good.
Okay,
Brilliant,
I
brilliant.
missed her one. I
She's
think I've
so
probably
good,
seen
man.
everyone. Oh, did that just come out recently?
Yeah,
I
this
saw it
afternoon.
today.
I
It
swear
was-
the only one I saw was Tiana Taylor.
She was wicked.
Mhm.
As
What did she
Lo-
do again?
She was
You're the one who said it.
Oh,
She
is it? I can't remember
was.
though.
Load Dog from Don't Be a
Don't
Menace.
Be a
Oh
Menace.
Don't Be a
yeah,
Menace,
yeah, she
yeah.
was good.
While you're
Did you
sipping on
see
your gin and
Hailey
juice.
Bailey and her
No.
boyfriend do Janet Jackson
And Tupac.
and Tupac for
That was
Poetic
cute.
Justice?
Very cute.
That was very, very cute.
And
She
then-
should play Janet.
Yeah.
She should.
She absolutely could do
Yeah.
Janet
They
in
could
a
do
way.
that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
And her sister did Daenerys Targaryen. Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
she
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
And she did another one as well.
But her sister did too.
I think there was like she did, I swear
Chloe.
some people did Chloe. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Some of the people did shoots and then went out and did outfits
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I like Meg's one as well.
She did
She was
so-
like a flower from Alice in Wonderland, the garden.
Yeah, she was
Do you
so
know,
pretty.
like, if you know the cartoon, the flowers sing, oh, it's brilliant.
She
It was
looks
actually
so
Did you
really
pretty.
see
good.
Adele?
Yes.
Actually,
yeah.
Adele was amazing as Morticia.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
like, and she looked like she could look like that.
Yeah.
So as I was looking
Yeah.
at her pictures, I was like, oh my word, that could have been you.
That's-
Like you could have
yeah,
been like,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
my styling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Which
worked.
was really
Like,
good.
Oh, gosh.
check it out.
Did you see Laurie Harvey as Tomb Raider?
That was dry.
Mm.
I think she
Laura Croft.
She phoned it in a little bit.
Lara Croft, yeah.
No, okay,
sorry,
yeah.
I think
not
she
Tomb
was
Raider.
Okay, yeah.
probably like
Okay.
I think it was not great. It wasn't good.
I expected
Courtney.
more for her. What did Courtney do?
Oh,
Courtney
she
was-
dressed up as Kim.
Yeah.
Did she dress up as
Pregnant
Kim?
Kim
That was
in the-
hilarious.
in the
My-
couch
You know,
dress.
That
Kim's
was so-
worst outfit when she
Yeah.
went to the Met Gala and she
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
face
yeah,
his
yeah.
I
couch.
wonder if she borrowed the outfit, the,
The
actual
whole
outfit.
thing.
The whole
The whole
thing.
thing.
She was
The whole
pregnant as
thing.
That's
well.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love
That
that.
was perfect. I love
I
Courtney
love
so
it.
much.
Me
you
too.
So
know.
what do you
I
think?
can't
Because
lie.
someone
Me too.
said-
She's hilarious.
She's the right level of passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Petty.
said
She's
that
the Aries.
it must be fun being it must be fun being rich and doing Halloween because you get to like go all out.
Yeah.
So what do you rate? The actual detail, the amount of money they spend, like what catches your attention when it comes to an Halloween outfit?
It's the details, not so much the money for me. It's
Yeah.
like how
I don't know
well
how
they've
much they
pulled it off.
spend. But yeah, like the commitment to the cause.
Yeah.
Like Heidi Klum, doesn't she do a party every year?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what she done this year, but she's gone all
Yeah,
out.
she
I
has.
freaking love that, man.
Did you see when she was like a slug or
Yes,
something?
that's what I was going to say, like a wormy thing. She doesn't care as
She
well.
don't
Yeah.
know.
She don't care what she
Yeah.
looks like. I think it's that.
Honestly.
All right, let's get into what we heard.
What you heard, nerd.
First one.
What you heard? Okay. Sometimes I forget that I'm going. I feel like I haven't done this. I'm a bit rusty, guys. How are you all in the comments? Are you leaving comments? What do you think about us so far? Are you
Shall I
liking,
get a
sharing,
few?
and
Hang on, let me
comparing?
see.
Yeah, Are you
all
liking
right.
and sharing?
So
Share our world. Sorry.
Facts.
Dammy has been asking who is Kevin 2.0. We're going to get to that. I'm seeing what new ones we have. And also like the question of who is it also donating to the racists? Like who actually does that? I guess it's fellow racist people.
Fellow racists. Like, how
Yeah.
dare you?
But generally loads of good evening. So hello, Dammy, Glam Hams, Meant to Excel, and KW in the chat. Thank you.
Hey. All right, guys. So what have we heard? We've heard there's a lot of stuff going on in the world of dating, romance, advice, and how we should be behaving when it comes to relationships. There's a lot of it going on.
Does it stop?
Never ever. Namely, one of the first ones. Okay, guys, we've all dated, haven't we?
No.
no,
No,
but
never
yeah,
dated?
okay.
Never dated before in your life. So there's a viral list going on about like what are the first date no-nos, right? And a big list of restaurant places that women are saying they will not let their men take them to. I don't know what you guys did. You see the list? What do you think of the list? And do you have? I know you married women.
Let's do a really quick list of where you would say you definitely do not want to go
on a first
McDonald's.
date.
on a first date.
McDonald's.
That's
Well,
an absolute
you
no-no.
can't take me McDonald's unless we've gone to the cinema and we're getting something to eat after on the way home.
Even that, if you suggested McDonald's, I'd judge you.
Yeah, not McDonald's.
But is the cinema okay? Because that was also
No,
on the other list.
it's
That
not a
wasn't a
first
good date.
What's
No.
that for?
do I know the
Yeah.
person?
It's
For-
a first date.
It's
But
the
do I?
first
Yeah, but
date.
do I know them prior to
No.
us dating?
First date.
Then
Ah.
no, because how are we going to talk? I think
Exactly.
first date you need to be in a. I'm not 16.
Yeah.
I think first date at this age, we need to go somewhere where we can converse.
For the work that
Yeah.
I do, I could do a cinema date.
Yeah, but your cinema date is not going to be like a bog standard cinema date, is it?
As a first date, you would do
First
a
date.
cinema
I could go
date.
cinema. I wouldn't mind because I would. Yeah, I don't mind.
But
Are
isn't
you
that like being at
serious?
work?
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean? What is that? How is that
Me?
new?
I don't mind.
Like someone
Okay.
takes me
It's not.
to-
It's not a no. I wouldn't judge the person that's let's go cinema. I would think food and something afterwards, not just let's go cinema separate ways. I think we would go and eat either before or after. But I wouldn't say it's a whole no. There'd have to be some stuff around
Yeah,
it.
so that's Like
Yeah,
if you went
but-
to the theater or something as well, like you do bits before and after.
Okay, but what's a no? Because that's what it is. What's
No,
the
I
absolute no?
understand. But I was just okay. McDonald's. I didn't know we talked about cinema.
Morley's.
That's why I did the cinema.
I'll say no to Morley's, Nando's,
Fast food.
like anything on the high street is
Yeah.
a no.
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
no. Do you know what I mean?
Nando's
Like
included?
standard, yeah.
Yeah, not
a
first date.
Nando's.
Don't say me
Not
Nando's.
at our
Not
age.
first
You can't
no.
say
At our
Nando's.
age?
Nah,
Nah.
Can't take me
that's-
Nando's.
I don't think it's an age thing. I think it's an effort.
But that
I
is
think young
with
people
age,
could
I
go
think.
Nando's because some young people think, oh, it's Nando's. To them, it's
Yeah,
Nando's.
like little
There's an age thing, but
16-year-olds.
not in our big age.
16 and you're going on a date.
Yeah,
So
you can go
Nando's is
Nando's.
cute.
Nando's is okay at
That's
16.
Do you guys talk to 16-year-olds or?
They like
No,
Nando's.
obviously we know the
Just
new age.
chicken.
Oh, that leads me into everything. But yeah.
Dammy says no fast food restaurant chains. So that's like a,
yeah, that's
a ban on all of them.
yeah.
Agreed.
For me, and I'm just
Yeah.
not.
And then also like, go-karts. I know actually no go-karts, it
No,
might be
I like-
fun. Might
that'll
be
be
fun.
No,
So fun activities
no.
is okay.
Yeah, I could do that.
Like go ape. Would you like to like,
absolutely
Not
not.
go ape though.
I'm not doing
No,
go ape now.
no.
Like that's ridiculous.
No.
I could hurt myself.
I mean, some
No.
people might, that might. Do you know?
Like roller skating.
Okay, so
I'm not into roller skating. but I
how
can
much
see some
conversation have you
people
had
be
before the
alright.
first date?
Does it matter?
Why does that matter?
Because there might be an understanding of like you guys know each other, so
That's the same thing.
No,
that Farah's
this is like
trying to
your
say. No.
generic rule of they
Mm-mm.
mention this and you are absolutely like, oh hell
Mm-mm.
no, you
Okay.
have been struck off. That's what the list is.
Someone tried to one time, and it wasn't even a date, but they wanted to do a meeting in a chicken shop.
what?
Was it
In
immediate?
a
An
chicken-
actual meeting.
It wasn't a media, unfortunately, but I would have told her about herself. But they wanted to meet in a chicken cottage.
What
A
the
chicken
hell?
cottage, guys.
A
What, as
meeting,
in
an
not
actual
going to meet
business
up and do a
meeting?
business meeting?
In a chicken
How?
cottage. All the way in Tottenham.
No.
Oh.
Was it a rapper? Or did it, like, was he trying to do a video? Like,
It was a rapper.
no, but that's
It
what I
was a
think. Maybe the
rapper.
concept was
He
he was
was-
trying to do a video.
No, he wasn't trying to do. There was
Same
no
scene.
film equipment. There
He
was no-
just was like,
this is a place that we should meet.
So that's where
Yeah,
he
that's-
frequents.
Yeah.
Dammy says, I'm in my late 20s. First dates can be like bowling or mini golf.
yeah,
Hmm.
I like
Fair?
that. Fair.
Bowling's fun.
Well, not I
Mini
don't-
golf, actually, I don't even mind both those.
I
I
don't
yeah.
want mini
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want. I
I
don't,
don't
like.
want no one to say mini golf.
Why, that's cute.
I
No.
think it's cute.
I don't want no one to say
I
mini
don't
golf.
really want to go and do it, but I think it's acceptable and cute. But I don't want to do it as me, as Mary.
I do not
as
want to
Farah,
go
Mary,
mini
I don't wanna do
golfing.
it.
Why don't you like mini golf?
because I'm not really into stuff like that. I don't love it. I think it
Okay.
takes a long time.
It does.
I don't mind bowling, but I just
Yeah.
don't like
Like
mini-
I've been
never
with the
been
kids,
into-
and it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And then bowling, I broke my finger bowling the one time I went,
Oh.
so I'm never going again.
Oh.
Fair.
Fair.
Right? So no,
Okay.
nothing like that.
Okay.
Before Kevin had mentioned a dating scenario where he thought it was good to take girls to Tesco. And
Why?
so you would go on a date where you're like shopping and you would see what the other
Go up
person
and
likes.
down the
Do
aisles.
you know what though? Can I say something? I watched one dating program. and-
What?
What?
Sorry. Where are you going? Sorry, go on.
And
Okay.
Again, I'm not saying for me, but I watched a dating program and they went to Costco for their first date. And they both, because they both were obsessed with it, and they went to Costco and they, bought what they were buying, and then they ended up getting married. And their first date was in Costco.
Okay,
Wow.
but they
So
they
for
bonded on
some-
common.
There's always
do.
a,
That's what I'm saying. There's
what
that
is
common
that
ground
word?
there.
Anonymously.
For some people.
Anonymously? I don't know how to say
Yeah,
it.
that's
There's
so-
always
No, but
one of
imagine
those.
you go and then the guy goes to the condom aisle and he's like, yeah, extra large.
Oh
12.
Lord.
Like,
I'm
piss off.
definitely not going.
Do
No,
you know
I'm
what I mean?
definitely not
Do you know
going.
what I would do
Like,
in that
no.
situation? I'd buy a
Mm.
packet of big pads.
I just think it's a minefield
Yeah.
that doesn't need to be explored.
At
For a
all.
first date,
yeah.
I just don't think
No.
it's
I'm good. We
necessary.
don't need to. I
I
like
think it's
that.
you have to. It's jokes, but it's you can't. I wouldn't
It's
take,
not
it
jokes.
cannot-
This is
it couldn't be taken
insult.
seriously. It could never be taken
Yeah.
seriously, and that can't be the only thing of the night. Like, if
But is he
joke,
buying me
joke.
my shop?
But to be fair, like you're getting blocked, at the suggestion. Like for me, I'm not entertaining that. That's an insult.
I don't
It's
like
just
going
an
to Tesco's
insult.
myself.
Seriously.
But it just has to be. You would have had a conversation. There would have been some sort of jokes thing, but there's no like go ape. Like, okay, hey, no. It couldn't just be like, I'm seriously taking to Tesco's. Like, seriously.
Because I think sometimes we have to, if you know what you want and that's not what you want, you've got to stop entertaining these men further. Do you know what I mean? Because they've been
Yes.
throwing these things here and then thinking they can still talk to you. No, you can't talk to me again.
That's true.
No.
Nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
That is just an incompatibility. I get it.
From the jump.
Yeah.
Do you know
we're
what I
not
mean? That's a
compatible.
big red flag.
Okay.
Speaking of red flags.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I line this up?
Yeah, go on then.
You can intro.
Well, a guy called Minister Yardan Yada, whose platform is called Yada Awakening, has his clip has gone viral. He's speaking to a guy who goes 50-50 with his woman, and Yardan says this is not right. A man should not go 50-50 with his woman. A man should be the head of the household, pay for everything, and the woman should be free to be at home, take care of the home, look after the kids. But he, line it up.
Shall I?
Yes.
I'll
A
play.
man that's unable to lead himself does not deserve a woman. And any woman that says, I'm going to help my man provide, you're only saying that because your mother was defeated and your grandmother was defeated because they never had a strong man in their life that could be 100% man, and that trickled down to you. It's a generational curse. But like I said, a man that's unable to lead himself doesn't deserve a woman. Because we can do bad all by ourselves. It's easier for us to go through the struggle alone, but you weak men and say, no, I'm gonna drag a woman with me. Not just a woman. I'm gonna drag women and children through the struggle with me. A real man struggles alone. A real man takes responsibility for everything that goes on in his life. A real man does not compromise the family structure. And for all you men saying you gotta stick to health, what's more important than family health, mental health, spiritual health, financial health? Come on, stay along with me. Because I know the world has tried to trap your minds and your hearts, but you have to see who you are divinely, my brothers. Guide yourself.
Is he is he Kevin Samuels, but for the reckoning of men? Does it like resonate what he's saying?
No.
If you're not, if you're not going to
Does it resonate?
provide for the family, like you are 100%, you don't deserve a woman. That's his message.
I will say this though, that what he's saying was what I was brought up in. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's not unfamiliar, but that's what I ran away from. I'm not interested in that. Do you know what I mean? That a man was the head of the household, everything goes through him. He made all the decisions. Do you know what I mean? And women are there. You can work if you want, but your main role is to raise children. Do you know what I mean? That's your main role. And men and women have different roles. Do you know what I mean? However, I feel like in our household, it was men and women have different roles, but you're still equal. Do you know what I mean? And I think that part is missing more than anything. But yeah, I just think that people use this message in the incorrect way. What is his intent? What is it? Do you know what I mean? As that person on the comment said, like, what are you trying to sell? Like, what is behind this? And it's like using those traditional roles in a way to oppress women. Like, no, I'm not here for that.
Yeah, when I watched the video, I was very like, I feel like you're just reincarnating yourself, reinventing the wheel, trying to fill that space that Kevin Samuels left. But yes, you're picking up on the fact that lots of women were saying, speak to the men, stop coming for us. But it's still steeped in misogyny, because why? It's like, also a man who's struggling doesn't need to struggle alone. That's the whole problem of men who are showing higher statistics of them committing suicide and things like that. You don't need to struggle alone. Definitely know your boundaries and know what your value is in the sense that if you can't afford to take a woman here, there, and everywhere, you can't do that. Be honest with the woman that you're dating and have those, like, just be real about what your situation is. Don't aim higher than you can and punch above your weight or whatever the case is. Heal yourself. Yes, absolutely. Take care of yourself, be more mindful, but it doesn't mean that you have to struggle by yourself, because that's what women are also complaining about, that we have a limited time on our eggs, right? So we can't wait for men to be healed and make money and be super rich and fight like before. When I say healed, I mean totally, completely healed, because what is totally, completely healed? By themselves. And then we're just here waiting for them to be fixed. It doesn't work like that. You can go along this journey and better yourself without being a punk, without being a bastard, without being abusive, without being a multiple cheater. You don't have to be horrible to women. You can grow with a woman and find yourself with a woman without just doing all these things that destroy relationships and put women down and put them in a box. So I don't feel what this guy's saying. I can't get with it. He's saying some things that women have definitely said, but the message around him, I don't really trust.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not buying what he's selling. And the reason why is pretty much what you've both said. I just feel like he's trying to get into that space where obviously as women, what Kevin Samuels was saying was so outright disgusting for women, right? So he's trying to fill that gap where actually it seems like it's good for us, because he's saying, no, the men should, look after their families and provide for their women and there's some stuff that he's saying there that would resonate with some women, but then at the same time, it's very sexist because it's like, who told you that I need a man to do that for me?
Mhm.
Why can't we do things together? I don't understand why people are so against bonding and building together. That's what's necessary. That's what's needed. A united front, bonding and building together. And that doesn't mean you split things 50-50 down the line. It just means that you are a partnership. And that's what I think is important, rather than these predefined roles that people keep trying to put us into, men and women. So that's my thought.
I feel you. I watched the full video with him going against the guy, like on the traditional man versus 50-50 man. And realistically, all he was doing was what Kevin does, and that's shaming. I do think he is Kevin Samuels 2.0.
Yeah.
It's just another shaming scam where you're going to get loads of men railing against him, being like, actually, you know, you're just shaming me. I hate you. It's like another kind of way to get your content out there. Yes, there are some things that he's saying that are okay, which is what Kevin Samuel said. A clock is always, you know, right twice a day. Same thing. But overall, what is this man's credentials? I am so sure it wasn't too long ago, maybe 6 years ago, he was out here saying that women shouldn't have periods. I swear it's the same dude. His name was like Yahweh back then, or something similar. But again, he was 4'10", looks exactly the same dude. He had a queen back then that isn't the same queen that he is with now, like, you know, his wife that he's got now. But I swear it's the same guy. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
He's a minister.
Yeah,
Minister of
what?
what?
Of what?
Yeah.
And his missus is called Asia Yada or Yada, and Divine Queen Yada. All of that stuff, all that space, they sell vegan, like a vegan lifestyle, which I have no problem with, healthy eating and all that type of stuff. But it just comes steeped in that kind of hotep space, which starts to get real dodgy. She's done some videos to camera, like talking about how you get a woman to submit. And it's all the words, all the buzzwords that we're just like, we've been here before, you guys. And I just don't like that kind of capitalizing on this divisive rhetoric that keeps us in the comments going back and forth.
And I also don't like the rhetoric of like, if you are looking for a man to be your partner, that's because your mum or your grandmum,
you know,
like, I'm sorry, my grandparents had an amazing marriage, and I look at them and I see like, that's what I want. And that's why I'm always going on about a partnership. Like, they did shit together, you know, and like my granddad might have earned more money than my gran, but they did stuff together. It was like, I'm good at making this meal, so I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm better at doing that. So that's the partnership that I saw. And I think that is possible. And they were married for 50 something years. Yeah. So this nonsense that, you know, and my what is a man? We go back to that as well. Like, who said that what you're selling is what a man should be? Who said that? Nonsense.
I feel like I don't think that is what masculinity is anyway. Like how he goes at this dude, and he really is like, you are basically like less of a human, because you're going 50-50 with your wife, and it's like, who knows what her ambitions are? You don't care about any of that. It's like, as a man, you should be fronting 100% of all the bills. He was like, you should work 5 jobs if you have to. Like, where actually is the love and care for men to have a decent life?
And then you don't get to spend no time with the family that you've made. And you're never present because you're working 5 jobs, and just so you can say you're pulling in more money. That don't make no sense.
Exactly.
And you run the house. But are you really running the house if you're never there? Like, it's just like, that may work in some people's lives, but I would say probably that those are the guys that are getting divorced by their wives all the time, which again, this type of rhetoric people complain about, like women are always divorcing us. Maybe there just needs to be more conversation as to how we can have cohesive partnerships.
Yeah.
That's all it is, not listening to, you know, this little leprechaun.
I'm so glad, because when I watched the clip and saw the comments, I was like, am I seeing something different? Because a lot of the comments are like, yeah, this is right. This is exactly it. This man needs to listen to the minister. The minister's preaching the good word. I'm so glad that I found my tribe, because I was so confused. I thought I was missing the point.
Is there an additional thing? Are younger women a bit lazy? are we heading into a zone where this rhetoric of the man should provide everything is okay? Are we going back to like the 40s? Is that something that more women are like, actually, I don't want to be out here working. I don't want to do that. I actually want to be provided for. I want luxury. Like, is soft life a hindrance?
I think that's a massive statement to make, that younger women are lazy. I wouldn't say that, no.
Yeah, the women that I know that are younger, I think they're very much on their entrepreneurial game. Like they're about that, doing, you know, they're much more out there than maybe we were. You know, we're always saying that if we were 25 years younger, where we'd be at would be maybe different, because these lot are so focused about how they're going to achieve things, and they're vocal, probably more vocal than we were. So I don't see them as lazy. I do think, like, where there's anything, that you've got these stereotypes, haven't you? You've got these stereotypical men, and you've got stereotypical women that assume that a man should only take them to flipping Nobu or whatever the hell it is, like, for dinner. And so I think that's no different to maybe where it was when we were younger. There's always going to be these types of people. I don't necessarily think that they're lazy. I don't see that in my own niece circle.
No, I don't. Go on, sir. No, I was just gonna say, like, I think that the kind of the way that it is now, it's like a falsity. It's just like these are kind of like buzzy type words, concepts, and everything like that keep on happening. But the fact is that less men are in relationships and are happy, and it's because the younger women of today are not tolerating the bullshit from those types of men. So men have to be better. Do you know what I mean? And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to have all the money in the world, but you have to be nicer. You have to be considerate. You have to be kind. You have to, do you know what I mean? See women as human, as your equal. That's the change that I see that's happening.
Your Willie no longer is your calling card.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
No.
To just have a
brandish
penis.
your dick.
It's not enough.
It's really not.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. So what else we got?
I have a quick comment from so Davey says staying at home, especially with kids, is work. And Glenheim says young women are listening to their equivalent of individuals similar to those who young men listen to. And it goes on to say, so it works both ways. So I guess there's the two extremes, like, I mean, stay at homes, and you've got to provide everything.
They do say that, you know, women, you know, they always say that the bitter older women are influencing the youngers. But maybe in some cases, but I just think overall, they're looking at women who've been downtrodden and just done the most for guys that have not been worth shit and said no more. So,
it's an interesting state.
It's an interesting state. Shall we move on to Aunties Getting Your Business? No, Aunties Know Best.
Yeah.
Let's go. What's the 411?
What's the 411? Shall we start with Chrisean taking offense to Summer Walker taking the piss out of her?
Go ahead.
Is that like, is Summer Walker an arsehole? Is Summer Walker an arsehole in her position for taking the piss out of Chrisean and, you know, her one tooth, which she's fixed now.
Oh,
but
she fixed it?
she's fixed her tooth.
Fixed.
No,
She's
yeah,
fixed her
it's
tooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dancing around with her son. Like, is Summer Walker an arsehole for doing that?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. And she's got form. Do you know what I mean? She's got form. With her past baby daddy, she was cussing out the woman, his previous wife, or whatever kind of thing, only for the same thing to happen to her. She's got pure form. Do you know what I mean? Just because you juice doesn't mean you're a good person. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly.
It's just, you know, it's just like it is. It's that.
This is what I'm saying. It's just that.
Yeah, maybe she's just a bitch.
I think she's got tendencies.
Yeah.
Because how are you going on the big internet and mocking? You've got a toy doll, you know?
Yeah.
Holding it like it's a bubble or whatever.
Oh, what, a monkey?
Blanket. No, like it's blanket over the balcony. That's what she was doing. She was taking a piss. That's what she was doing. But yeah, like I was just like, nah, you're out of order in your position.
And especially, let me tell you this as well, especially as Chrisean,
Yeah,
Is that
for
how you say her
sure.
name? She's a
Mm.
new mother.
Yeah.
And as a person who has 3 pick-me them, you know what it's like to be a new mother.
Yeah.
To be
Exactly.
under pressure and scrutinized and having people come for you and say, oh, you should do it this way. Oh, you're in the public eye. Oh, you're out again. Da, 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 da. She really shouldn't have come for her.
And
That's
you
not
know,
nice.
I 100% agree with that, because what do you call it? Someone will be like, "Oh, I'm an introvert. I can't speak. I can't do
Right,
people."
right.
But you want to be recording TikToks, taking a freaking piss, mate. Taking a piss.
As Auntie Sade said, just because you juice.
Don't make you a
That's the
good
best
person,
line.
man. That's all.
So we're unanimously saying that.
That's arsehole
She's
behaviour.
she's the arsehole.
Yeah,
If that was
you're
it, am I the
arsehole.
arsehole? Yes.
Yes, you are, Summer. Relax,
Yes, you are.
relax.
Yeah.
Stop it. Your
Settle
fellow
down.
sister, there's no UNITY between you two.
No.
Relax, stop it.
No.
It's horrible. Okay, I got
Isn't it?
one because this really ties into what we were talking about dating and stuff. Okay, dear aunties, I met a lovely guy about 2 months ago at a friend's party. It was literally eyes across the dance floor, dancing and laughing all night. We exchanged numbers, we talk every day, just bonding all over the place. We've been on 3 dates and both agreed that something special is going on, so we're going to savor it and not rush to the bedroom. Cool. So last weekend we had one of our usual long chats and sex came up, like properly. We talk about what we like, what we don't like, past experiences, the good and the bad, and then he asked me,
Right.
I guess, because it's going viral now, how many guys have I slept with? I was caught off guard because at my big age, 36, no one's asked me this in ages. So I said my true number, which is 12. No lies, he went quiet. Then I asked him. Man said probably around the 50-ish mark. So I'm laughing like, wow, okay. We banter a bit, but then the mood has definitely changed. He says he's tired. We end the call, and that's the last time I hear from him. I sent one message to check in, and it's on blue ticks, red, and no response. I'm livid, I'm hurt, I'm embarrassed. There's a thing coming up that the friendship circles are all going to. I know he'll be there. What should I do when I see him?
Blank him.
Yeah.
100%. You do not deserve for me to even acknowledge that you're in the room, bruv. That's it.
Yeah.
Blank him.
Yeah.
It's painful, but
Yeah.
just it's dead.
Blank
He's
him.
shown his cards.
Yeah.
He has shown them.
And believe him.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
come on.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Don't-
Just
yeah.
believe
Because
him.
this is the thing. Like sometimes they show their hand and we're like, oh no, it's a fake hand.
Oh, no, he
it's a
didn't
real
mean it.
hand.
Oh,
This
maybe
is-
he
real
didn't.
hand.
You know what?
Because he's
for
gonna
real.
see
Do you know
you
what I
and you're gonna
mean?
look good, and then he's gonna come and try sweet talk you.
Yeah.
No, blank that fool. Yeah,
Yeah.
blank him.
No excuses, any excuse. There's
No,
not
that's
one
it.
reason why he hasn't messaged
No,
you back.
because in his
Mm-mm.
head as well, he's already labeled you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's labeled what he's going to use you for.
Yeah.
So therefore, nah, you don't need that.
Did you guys
That's
see?
exactly it.
Did you guys see Andrew Tate's stupid comment?
I did see that.
Yeah.
Dickhead's
that
comment.
more than 3 on a woman is no go.
What an idiot.
And you know what? I think that's fair for whoever wants that.
That's
If that's what you're after, that's what you're after. Don't talk to anybody for any prolonged amount of time. Leave them alone. If that's
Yeah.
what you're looking for. But at 36, to only have slept with 12 people is quite low anyway, the amount of time that you'd have been having sex. But for him to like move on, don't try and make any excuses for
Right.
him.
Mhm.
Don't do that. Women like to do that too
Yes.
much. Just leave him alone. On to the next.
Yeah, if that's what he
Mhm.
wants, then
It's not worth it.
you do that over there.
Over there.
Yeah.
Just on the back of that, have you guys ever had that situation? Have you ever to the married, maybe not, but to the singletons, have you ever rounded up? Do you round down? Do you ever have that conversation?
I mean,
Do you tell the truth?
I don't understand why we need to have. I'm 46 years old, so I do not understand why I need to tell anybody why we have to have that conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Facts.
But let's say the conversation comes up. I never lie about it. It is what it is.
That'd
That's
be
it.
wild at our age.
That's what I mean. Like, why are you asking me them questions? Like, come on now. Like, literally, do you know how long I've been having sex for? Like, the decades. Like, it's not going to be one.
Right.
If that's what
Or
you're looking
3.
for, it's not me.
It's
So-
like just go on dating sites and put in that you're after a virgin then. Like
Yeah.
just like state what you're after. I think
Yeah.
it's really stupid. Like married or not at my age, I think when you even if you're young though, I think it's like a stupid thing to ask
Yeah.
anyway. And most women, if you don't want to divulge, just be like, it's none of your business.
And it is none of their
It
business.
is.
It's absolutely none of their business because what difference does it actually make? What does it make? You know, like when you were younger, they used to try get in your head and tell you, "Ooh, if you slept with more than 3 men, that means that you've got a bucket fanny." No, you
Yeah.
don't. Nonsense.
Exactly.
People have babies and nothing happens. So come on now.
Well, that's
It's a trap.
I've never told the truth.
It's fully up to you.
Ever.
Do you go up or down?
Have you rounded up, rounded
Do
down?
you even answer?
If I do, it's not going to be the truth.
And that's another
It's
thing,
no one's
'cause it's-
business.
Like you are.
And even when I wasn't having sex, I lied about having sex. So there's just
Yeah.
I just don't.
Oh
It's not. It's no one's business.
This is the thing.
People just want a fantasy.
Yeah.
That's
If you ask
exactly
the
what you're
question,
gonna get.
you might not get the
And
answer.
you
You're
know,
not going to get the
also, you
truth
know what the
necessarily.
wickedest thing of it is anyway? They don't think that you tell them the truth.
So
This
this is
is
a
what I'm
pointless
saying.
conversation.
It's so
There's no
pointless.
point.
Yeah, there's
There's
no
actually
point.
no point.
I love that.
I
wasn't expecting it.
The face already
That
saying
was very
something.
icky of you as well.
God.
But yeah, man, like,
Yeah.
that
But
question
yeah,
is just like
I
yuck
dunno.
as well.
Facts.
Yeah, bare people are saying exactly, Sade.
Yeah.
But yeah, that made me laugh. Okay, so I have audio.
Okay.
I'll set the scene. This is a guy who has found his first kind of love and he wants to rekindle it, and he decided to do it on a radio show. I want you guys to hear what he's saying and then offer him some advice.
Okay.
Been on my mind. I know that we had a run at it, over 10 years ago, and you've always been on my mind. And I just feel like us running into each other meant something. And it was great to see you. You look great. I know when we were younger, we were kind of on different paths, but I'm here living in town, and I don't know. I wanted to see if maybe you wanted to get together and either go out to dinner or even coffee or something, and just try and reconnect.
Okay. I don't think that's a great idea.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like we tried, and I mean, honestly, your mom is a bitch. Like, she's a really awful person who is like so oversensitive about that gift I gave her for Christmas, and like, she's fucking petty, and I don't want to be around it, and I can't do it. Like, it's
Okay,
ridiculous.
Well, I guess. Okay, well, that's a lot. I guess you should probably know then that she passed away 2 years ago.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
not.
gosh.
She's no longer with us. So
Okay, so it's fine.
What's happening? That was too much.
So, do you think?
Oh my god, that was like a lot.
Do you think
Shit.
that there is any hope for this couple that they could get back together? Should he carry on trying to pursue this woman, or from what she said, is it done? What advice would you give them?
So
You know-
many things.
You know what? Yeah. It's problematic. It is.
Yeah.
But it's not unsalvageable, to be honest, because he really likes her. It's like the thing, that one that got away. So like, she didn't like your mum. Your mum's no longer here. There's no obstacle anymore.
Oh,
To be fair,
But you know what I mean? If we're looking at a very logical, linear way of thinking of it, so if he can get over the fact that he went on national radio and she said this, if he can get over that, maybe they have something. Because the mum was the issue.
what do you guys think?
See, part of me understands where she's coming from, because let's say the mum was a fucking bitch. Yeah?
She might have
Let's say
been.
the mum was a bitch, and let's say the girl that he's speaking to at the time when they were dating, they had this kind of relationship where she could be like, "Why is your mum being such a bitch?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know, sometimes she's just a bitch." Then
Mhm.
maybe like her saying this now doesn't affect him too much. However, it sounded like it did affect him.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, man. I feel like no, because what about when he wants to do anniversary things for his mum, and
That's fine.
I think
oh,
I-
it's sad.
I think it's a statement in her truth, her experience, and the object of tension is no longer around. So if the guy doesn't feel some type of way about these comments, he can move forward.
She's got on national radio.
It's a lot, but if he's willing
He
to,
went on national
No,
radio.
I know, but these
if
comments
he's-
are out on national
Yeah.
radio.
But
It's
if
not
he
like
would-
it was a in
if he's
between.
willing to pursue and he can forgo that for the love of this woman, because she's not like she's being horrible to him.
Yeah.
It was, but she did. To be fair, the only thing is she's a bit of a cannon. What is it? A loose cannon.
Loose cannon.
Because you're on national, knowing that this is going out. Actually, you've got no duty of care
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
person that is saying that they care for you and love you and whatever want. So nah, there's that.
But the thing is, also though, what
Mm.
I would like to consider is, you know, some people that have a family member that's doing their partner wrong and they've done nothing about
Yeah.
it.
That too. Yeah.
Nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of women suffer that from their in-laws.
That's true.
And it's just like their partner doesn't stand up for them. So if you're gonna do this on national radio, I might just be free.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Especially
It's
because she
true.
thought the mum was alive. So
Right.
maybe she was hoping that the mum would hear
Hear
that
it.
shit
Yeah.
Basically.
and be like, in your face, bitch.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, if he can take this, she must have shown fiery spice behavior before.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
he's attracted to.
That's why
He likes his
maybe
renegade.
Yeah.
he used to have these kind of conversations.
Yeah, they,
You know,
Angry
if
sex
she was like a
couple,
little
allow it,
wallflower,
man.
then maybe that's
But not my
Whatever.
mum though.
that was my next question.
not my mum.
Not my
Nah.
mum. You can't say that about my mum.
Yeah, it embarrassed me and said that.
Nah.
And also in our community, what you're with that man dissed your
Nah.
dissed your
Crazy.
mum, you know.
Nah.
You're
I'm not
actually
having it.
crazy.
Not
But
having
he
it.
he
I'm not
sounds
having
like
it.
he'll be into it.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna forgive? Yeah.
Yeah.
He went on national radio to say we haven't spoken in 10 years.
Yeah.
Can we link?
He's also delusional.
100%.
He is 10 years.
No use.
No, but in my head, the 10 years thing, like I'm for this like whole resurgence of couples, like
Well,
the
they're
Nellies
spinning
and
the
the
block.
Ashantis and the J-Los and the Ben Affleck.
Oh,
I'm
serious?
kinda like,
Spinning the
I'm
block.
sorry,
This is the
I'm
thing,
like
isn't it?
feeling it
Yeah.
a little bit. Sometimes like you have to go back. Not always.
But the way
Not
he did
always.
But
it.
isn't that set? I don't know.
Not always.
Do you know what, guys?
Settling.
Figure it out.
Not always.
Mm,
Sometimes
okay,
it's
yeah, not always.
meant
Yeah, for
to
most
be.
things, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
You gotta
know.
go,
Yeah.
learn, come back. I'm now learned.
Some people.
And then be like, I still hate you, but because we've done it again, I have to
Might
stay.
as well.
so cynical.
All right. Let's get another. Oh shoot.
I have
I
You
can't
gotta
help
go.
it.
a different interesting one. And she is also a friend of the show who we will probably have on soon. Victoria Everest on Instagram. She's very popular. She put up a post. Her friend, so Jewish friend that she's had for like 8 years. Want you guys' opinion on this? Sent her a message saying, "I'm really offended at you putting up pro-Palestine messages, and I think you need to take it down." Victoria went back to her and was like, "Okay, I understand why this may be offensive to you, but I'm not going to condone genocide." Her friend then came back to her and basically called her an asshole, a bitch. Like, what you're doing is really disgusting. And the next time I hear from you, I want it to be an apology. And if I don't hear that from you, I'm not talking to you again. It was mixed in the comments, but what do you think? Like, if you have a friend coming at you for your opinion, do you kind of acquiesce to their feelings, or do you stand staunch in what you think, why you put that message out on your platform?
It's such a sensitive thing.
I mean, we're talking about genocide.
Yeah.
No friendship is bigger than that. I'm
I
sorry.
saw
It's very simple
yeah.
to me.
During the protest, I saw someone had a banner and it said, I can't believe I'm having to protest against genocide. And I think that's it.
Yeah, 'cause I've seen people saying like, unfollow me if you don't agree with me. I'm happy to lose friends over this. And people are starting to see people's colours in these moments. You definitely see that, like all these type of things. You start to see which line people are on. And I think it's whatever fits your situation. If you,
But personally, what would you do in her situation? Would that be like, okay, I'm cutting that relationship? Would you just be like, okay, cool, I'm not going to remove the posts, I'm not going to stop shedding light on this genocide? Or would you be more considerate to your friend and their feeling, even if you was like, no, I don't agree with you?
it's a mad one. That's why I said it's sensitive, because this is your person, and there are people it's genocide for sure. The big thing is genocide, and then there's the people, the Jewish people and the Palestinians who are affected underneath all of it, and there are people with like who not necessarily condoning genocide, but are feeling some type of way about this whole situation.
There's a lot of people on both sides.
So as a friend, I would want to. I don't like the demand to take it down, and that our friendship ends and stuff like that. It would be a conversation. Let's talk, because this is how I feel. How do we find common ground? If this is my proper home girl, sister, whatever, then we need to have a conversation, and we need to see where we go from here, because I can't bend to your way. I know what I know. You can shed some light on what you think you know that maybe inform me in a different way, that might make me manage how I post and be more mindful. Maybe I don't know in what way, but we have to have a conversation. You can't put that demand on me, because you're imposing your beliefs on me in a way that's not fair to our relationship either. You're not considering my thoughts, and you're not considering my feelings either. You're demanding that I come to your side of things. Let's talk, and then we figure out if it's a thing where they're actually going. Then we take a pause through this right now. We'll see what happens after the war's over.
I think that part
sounds like very oppressive behavior. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's just like, if we're when you're going, each generation really has to fight this fight. Do you know what I mean? And when you're going up against it, when people start demanding these types of things, it's like, well, can't you see that you're part of the system that's oppressing these people? Do you know what I mean? And it's just like perpetuating that cycle. It's not enough. That's if they can't see what your point of view on it, then no, we can't be friends. We can't be friends. Because the fact that we are friends is that we're in a very privileged situation. Do you know what I mean? Where the people that are being oppressed and being killed on a daily basis are not. They don't have those choices. They don't have that. They can't just ask their friend to stop this happening
as well.
Do you know what I mean? Or take down a post. Exactly, kind of thing. So no, it just shows that you're on the wrong side of history.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm in a similar space of we can't be friends. And we could talk through why you feel this. And I would definitely be going into, I think you've been brainwashed. I think you should go over systematically what has taken place and how you've been brainwashed. But I would also be like, we can't be friends. That's like the end of a friendship, really. Somebody that is condoning genocide, I can't be friends with them.
And then also as well, I think like people, especially like in the Black community, that we have a unique perspective. Do you know what I mean? That we understand oppression like other groups. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we understand it in a different type of way. So I feel like we kind of people need to listen to us. They need to believe us. Do you know what I mean? Like they need to believe us in what we're saying, because when we fight for things, we're fighting for everybody. We're not just fighting for ourselves.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Bit of a heavy one. Okay. Give us a minute, guys.
We're
just
changing
resetting the
seats.
room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do another one, Shards? It's on you.
Who, me? Okay, cool. 1 second. Let me just what we 168. Sorry, I had it up before, but then I took it down. 68. Sorry, your what? Did you say your boobs?
No. Why would you say that?
Oh,
again?
sorry.
Why would you repeat that?
So,
I haven't actually checked in the comments if you guys are liking this video. Please, everybody that is with us, please let me get into it. Book the like button, 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 book the like button. Book it, please.
Book the like button.
Yes.
I love that one.
You know what you guys have got to do.
You know, I'm not usually here for this ish, but I'm here for that.
You're here for the booping.
I love it so much.
Thank you.
So much.
okay, I'm gonna try this one.
Go on.
Right. My wife is on Match.com looking for business partners for me.
Wait, what?
I'm not tripping, right?
Go in again.
No.
Farah needs to hear this.
Sorry.
Farah needs to hear this.
Okay, my dilemma is, My wife is on Match.com looking for business partners for me. I'm not tripping, right? For the past couple of months, my wife has been acting funny with her phone. FYI, we first got married. When we first got married, we had each other's passwords as proof of trust. Beginning of the year, I wanted the number of a family member, so I went to her phone to get it. It was locked. And whenever her phone rings or pings and she's not by it, she jumps up like she's been shot.
Okay.
I think she's clocked her baitness and has turned off her notifications and started to keep her phone on her at all times. I've asked her about locking off her phone and she brushes it off and saying it's not a big deal. She'll text the password to me, but she hasn't. The other day, she was in the shower and forgot to take it with her. I made the decision to see if I could guess the password. And as I did, a notification popped up from Match.com. I couldn't see the whole thing, but I didn't care. But I didn't care when she came out of the shower. I confronted her. She was calm and she said she signed up to Match.com to find prospective business partners for me. Can we just deep that? Sorry. I just need a moment of deepness. Yes, I've launched a new business and I'm struggling to find someone to work with me on it. But come on, a dating app? Am I a mug? She said I'm full of pride and sensitive about the business. So that's why she didn't say anything. But someone advised her that a dating app is where she could find a match for me. I'm shook. What should I do?
I think you need to go to the divorce lawyer, bruv. Like, your wife is on Match.com. She ain't getting, unless she's trying to find someone to do a threesome with you lot, it's not for you. Yeah. Like, her phone is locked. It's gone from, here's my phone, do what you need, to my phone's on lock. And she's running around turning it over and panicking at all. No. The marriage is over, bruv.
And he didn't know she was on Match.com until discussing why are you on Match.com. To me, I think this is one of the best excuses to come off the dome.
Like a man.
to be like, oh my God, I've been rumbled. How do I get out of this? Oh, yeah. So basically, why I'm meeting new people is to help you.
And then, so where are these people?
It's great.
How come I've not met these people? How come you haven't introduced me to these people? How come you're not telling me, oh, look here, babe, like this person does this and they need that, blah, blah, blah. Where are these people?
Because I haven't been able to connect with them yet, babe.
They're in her panties.
I'm still out here, like, trying to find these people.
She's out there, all right.
I honestly, I'm just like, if it was innocent, you should have had the conversation and said, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. This is what so-and-so said I should do. How do you feel about that? Because you're married. Like, you shouldn't be anywhere near Match.com at all.
That means that she would have had to build a profile.
Yes.
No.
With preferences.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
And if you're getting notifications that people are talking, you're talking to people.
That means she's a match.
Yeah.
She's probably been going out places, linking dudes. Like, literally,
crazy.
like, no, I am. Even if it was a guy that had this excuse, I would salute the ingenuity of even coming up with it like that on the spot. But
oh my God,
dude,
for your business.
She's out here
She's
getting
outside.
dick. Like, you know,
Getting the peen.
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, she is.
It's time to move on.
Yeah,
It's over, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's so over.
It's over.
I'm sorry, but it's over.
Sorry, it's over.
It's over.
Imagine catching your wife or husband is just on Match. They're not even just having like a side affair. They're actually out here on a dating profile. One of your brethren could like see that and then send it to you.
That's such a shit excuse though as well. It is genius, but it's not believable. That's the only thing. So it's just like, okay, the creativity was 100, but actually, no, you can't believe it after 5 seconds. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just
Let's
like,
see them. Let's go through them. Let's have a look.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you matching
what
with?
leads did you
so
get?
Are you only matching with men then?
Actually,
so is it only men that my business is for?
Serious.
Or are you matching with everybody?
Actually, here's some targets. Yeah, you need to talk to this amount of people. Let's do it together.
Yeah, come on, open up your laptop. Let's see what I've got on.
Oh my
Who
God.
have you been speaking to?
That's out of order.
That's such a bitchy thing to do.
It is.
Shall we do one more? I'm trying
Yeah,
to
go
see.
for it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Am I the arsehole? All right. Am I the arsehole for choosing my wife over my brother's wedding? I'm 36 and I have a beautiful wife who's 28. We have been married for 8 years and we've just had a child. Now, my
Jeez.
brother was getting married, and before he got married, the baby came. So my wife is at home, slightly suffering from postnatal depression, and my child may have colic. The day of the wedding, my baby is crying ferociously and my wife isn't coping too well. So I send my brother a message to say, I can't come to the wedding. My parents and my brother verbally assault me for not going and say the woman should be the one looking after the baby and you have a duty to your brother to be a part of this wedding. He is a groomsman.
Mm.
Is he the asshole for staying with his wife?
No,
Vehemently.
no. Postnatal depression is a real thing.
Mm.
Yeah. And where that can escalate to and the dangers that it can have, not only on the woman, but on the child as well. You know, you don't mess around with that. Like, as my family, I would hope that you would understand, I would hope that you would understand that your wedding is super important to me. You're my brother. I'm a groomsman. For me to tell you that I can't come, you've got to understand that it's serious.
Yeah.
It's serious. And if he hasn't had that conversation with them, maybe he should have that conversation with them. But no, I don't think he's the asshole. I really don't. It's not like she's just, at home just filing her nails. She's going through something.
For real. And colic is real as well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Wait. Tricky, you know. I don't want to look. I think it's a bit tricky. I'm conflicted. This is what I'm saying, like, because I was brought up very traditional, yeah. What the parents are saying is what I was taught to believe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very, very difficult because I'd think, is there no one else that can stay? Where's the wife's family? Is there no, do you know what I mean? Like, kind of thing, like, where is that outside support network? Because it's two conflicting duties. Obviously, you've got a duty to your wife and your child, 100%, especially if the child is ill. Go to a hospital as well. Like, do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But like marriage is such a sacred, I don't know how religious they are, but if they are religious, and I was very religious, like, it's such a sacred ceremony. And there's certain people that need to be there, and family is one of them.
But then on the flip side of that, his marriage is also sacred.
Yes,
going through. So
it is. But men and women have, this is what I'm saying, the traditional thing, men and women have different roles. Do you know what I mean?
Understand.
That's the thing. So it's just like, where is the support network for the woman as well, outside of her husband? Where's that? That's the thing. Because in our culture, you'd have women around to help with the baby. It wouldn't necessarily fall. I'm talking very traditional, not modern times, but it wouldn't necessarily fall on the thing. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's that. So I wouldn't necessarily say like he's totally an arsehole.
But a partial.
I think partially him and partially the family a bit arsehole-ish. Do you know what I mean?
That.
Yeah. I don't think it's straight.
Yeah, it's not a straightforward one. I do think like somebody in the comments is saying KW said, yes, he is. A few hours would not have hurt. And I was thinking a bit more of exactly that. Do this ceremony that isn't that long. And then you go back. So yeah, you're not going to be away for the whole day. I mean, he doesn't say how far it is. I mean, maybe he had to travel. I don't know. But it does feel like maybe you could go do your kind of like a bit of a duty, or you go, you try and get a neighbor just to be with her if you're really concerned. Something. I don't know. I was getting the feel of it was more easier to not sort anything else out and stay home.
But I do think that, you know, like if she's going through postnatal depression and she's got a sick baby, there's also with postnatal depression, there is a shame element as well. Like the mother really feels shame to even express that to anybody. That I'm going through this, you know. So a lot of times in those situations, the only person that they can even maybe explain this to, if they're lucky enough to have a partner, is their partner. So asking people to sit with her and all that, it might not, you know, that might not go down well.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying about maybe he could nip out for a bit, but do you know what could happen in a
Yeah.
very short space of time?
No, it's very true. It's very
I just
true.
think it's very dangerous.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Lots of people. This is like 50-50. People are saying, yeah, a few hours wouldn't hurt. Davey says his wife and his child should be the priority. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's family.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one. They should be, but then I'm just, where's her extended support network?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily come from her father, the husband's side.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, oh, you're lacking there, unfortunately.
I mean, that could be how it is, though, isn't it? Like, depending on it, sometimes half of the family is living somewhere else. So, yeah. Let's see.
Tricky. It's a tricky one.
Any others? Anyone want to read another one? Actually, I think that's all of them,
Yeah?
Yes, that is. All right.
Cool.
So we have come to the end of the show. And you may have noticed that AK is not here because she had to dash away. She has a Q&A to do as well. And we haven't been on longer than usual, but we started a little bit late. So yeah, she had to dash off. But do you want to do the closing?
Oh, sure. But guys, like, first of all, can I just say, yeah, big up to us because we actually done this and we were in outfits and stuff and everything like that. We've thoroughly entertained you, I'm sure, right? And then also big up to us again because does everyone see our billboards? Like,
oh, hey!
Do you know what I mean? Like, in Leicester Square, if you haven't seen it or you don't know what we're talking about, go to our Instagram now, Your Aunties Could Never, and look at not the last post, the post before, but you'll see like footage of us outside of our first billboard.
But just to say as well, it's not only in Leicester Square.
Yes.
It's also in Cardiff in a place I can't remember. In Scotland in a place I can't remember.
Yes.
Like basically in major cities, in major areas, we're on a billboard.
Yes.
And it is amazing. Shout out to Marvin again.
Yeah, Marvin and Nina, thank you so much, man.
Big thank you to Marvin, man, for making this happen for us. And, Spotify. The girls are out here,
Serious. So guys,
thank you, Dami.
definitely check that out. Make sure you like, comment. If you're watching this later, comment later, man. Seriously, we always pick up the comments. Make sure you share this as well. And subscribe to our channel. We've got a few new subscribers. So hi, newbies. Hi.
Yes, for real.
But yeah, me and Anna are going to be back on Friday for Labrish.
Are you not coming again?
Not this week, no.
The week after.
Yeah. So we're going to talk on Friday, talking about Labrish, talking about all things reality TV. We're talking about Calculated Couples, Blue Therapy, Big Brother, Married at First Sight, and maybe a little bit of Kardashians in there too. So guys, join us for that. We'll be right here at 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next week.